What's up, hula hands? We're back.
Yay.
I'm with Johnny B. No Saint Johnny. It's been a while. Changed his space, but man, it's. I think it's time for the rumor mill, Johnny.
It's time for Monday Manao, the Monday Minute. Man, the rumors and lie report, what we call the coconut wireless.
Ooh, there's some juicy stuff on here today.
Bro, I mean, I learned so much, right? Like you just get out and about and all of a sudden you find out new things. So was showing in North Kihei. So that's the portion we come into first, right? Sugar Beach, North Kihei. And you hit that slew of hotel zoned condos that start with Sugar Beach. But we took a look at Nani Kaihale. Our friend Linda was having an open house. So we took a look at that and I proceeded to tell them, oh, and hey, these have a lock off. And she was like, nope, they have a closet now. And so no more lock off at Nani Kaihale. So I guess the AOAO put the kibosh on that. And because we were there, you know, there's a really nice opportunity right next door at Kihei Kai. And you've talked about Kihei Kai. I mean, it's like a 20-unit super boutique.
Yeah.
It looks
Hotel
plantation-y. Dude, when we were walking through there, it's like lush interior. It felt vibey. And so we walked along there, and then we walked up to the front to take a look at the ocean. And we happened to meet the president there. And his name was like, I said Bill, and then the listing agent was, I think it's Mike. So it's one of those, like a primary name, right? John, Bill, one of those. So, dude, the guy was super transparent. He's like, the only reason why, well, he goes, I'm here because we have our annual meeting. So that's when people show up. But man, had to chop off a little piece of their concrete where their barbecue area was because they were encroaching on state land. And then, dude, the 4 trophy units, we've heard about this about a year ago, right? There was a big storm and it caused some flooding there. And what we didn't know was it like from the ocean surge or was it? No. So allegedly what happened is water was being diverted from another complex. And when we had that Kona low about a year ago, it flooded underneath the 4 front units that we would consider the trophy
1,
units.
2, 9, and 10. Yeah.
Dude, they are stripped to the studs right now. There is nothing inside of those units. And then, you know what the county does when this stuff happens, right? They don't want to be helpful. So they're having difficulties getting permits to do anything. And so much like Kahana's Sunset, dude, the discussion is we either get the permits and are able to rebuild those 4 trophy units, or we become a 16-unit boutique complex and make those 4 units whole, because condos are a form of ownership, not necessarily a building. So
that would be fascinating, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So this makes sense because when we read through one of the listings there, it's priced, I want to say, what, $450? And when we read through some of the remarks, it makes mention of priced with the thoughts of any special assessments coming down the pipe. So
Foreign change, though. I mean, at this point, I don't even think they're pricing for what's coming. I mean, I think they're almost overpriced at foreign change. I mean, yes, your hotel zone, but if there's that kind of issues, I mean, wow, that's kind of a big deal.
And this is where different people look at risk in a different way, right? Because at the end of the day, the natural law of real estate is price overcomes all objections. And so as long as I can get it for as low as possible, and I'm a forward thinker, a future looker, man, do you try to buy the ones that are behind the first 4 now? Is that the play there? I don't know.
And it's kind of
and
an
then on the
L-shape
west side,
too, so yeah.
it is.
I mean, it's kind of an L-shaped building, the complex. It's interesting as well. I made comment that one of the units makes mention of the storm in 2025. That was about a year ago. It's been on the market a long time. No further updates. The other one has no mention, no disclosure of any of this, which I find very, very interesting.
Zillow's not going to tell you. Zillow's not going to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, so it's just at the end of the day, I mean, you do got to be careful what you see out there. Definitely felt like a good deal on paper. But when you start to dig into it and potential assessments and maybe for the units being taken away, yeah, you got to think twice about that. And you could speculate. I think, Johnny, there's a lot of speculation in the market right now that people are saying there's, it's hotel zone or it's this or that. It's going to be worth more down the road. I mean, a lot of that is just speculation, and it's aspirational from a selling standpoint that someone's going to pay what you think it might be worth in a couple of years, because you're paying as a buyer for what it's worth now based on all the information available to you. So that's the battle, so to speak, between buyer and seller. And Kihei is going to be an interesting one to follow for the
Yep.
foreseeable future.
And then up here on the west side, dude, the Montage, man, rumors are that they are flipping to the St. Regis, selling off to the Bonvoy crew. I'm hearing this
Oh,
from internally and then also on the social media. There's no real firm words about it whatsoever. I just don't know what that looks like. You know, I'm curious if St. Regis manages other similar properties. And when I say similar, I'm talking about, $12 million condominiums that are in the 4,000 square foot range. So
yeah. I
that'll
haven't heard of
be
that
very,
before
very interesting. Yeah. So
in
be
terms of
curious to
them
see, man.
managing light properties, but they're definitely the prestigious kind of top of the line brand for Marriott, even
Well, I
beyond
mean,
the
they're the
Ritz.
mother of all owners now. I mean, they own so many of the brands. Sheraton, weirdly, they own all the Hyatt timeshares, although they don't own the Hyatt itself. They own the Ritz-Carlton, so they've got this wide reach. Some of the speculation is that potentially service may go down, but man, I mean, when you're commanding some of those rates there, my buddy was staying there not recently, but just outside of COVID. I think he got a deal. It was about 3,000, 3,500 per night. And then he came back into town like a year or 2 years later, and he was like, "Nope, 7 grand now." So,
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't imagine your service would go down much if you're dealing with that kind of clientele and property
no,
value, that sort of
yeah,
thing. But
it's
definitely an
earpiece type service.
interesting rumor, interesting update. Johnny, kind of the other thing that we were seeing today was some of the reports coming from the Realtor Association of Maui. So
Hmm.
1,800 agents on the island, just on Maui,
Yep.
1,800 agents. Last year, 391 of them actually did a transaction.
Do the math for me. What is that?
22%,
1,800. 22% did business on Maui.
less than a quarter of the percent of all the agents actually were involved in a real estate deal. Now, you're not a fan of this, but I'm going to give you a shout out. I heard your name is in the top 50, so congratulations.
So all I have to say about that, though, is that it's so true what our once president Sharon said about this industry is that you just always feel like you suck. I felt like I sucked the whole entire time. I always feel like I suck. Not doing enough, can do more. Just so weird. It's just such a head game, man.
It is a
And
strange business.
I do like it. Like I am sick in the head. Like I like the ups and downs and the turmoil and persevering and character building, all this weird stuff. I really do.
At the end of the day, you truly love the game of real estate. Now, we mention it on the show a lot. A lot of our colleagues make mention or they're strategizing of how to get out of real estate, how to build a team, make someone else do it, how to start another business, how to make money another way, how to sell off their business. I mean, just every sort of way to get out of the business is possible, but you're going to be doing this until you can't walk and can't talk and can't be here anymore.
I have other mentors here on Maui that I look up towards. I mean, people that are seriously in their 80s still doing this business. And if you enjoy what you're doing, then retirement is an interesting word to you because
Because you
I mean,
already kind of got that retirement. I mean, you wake up, you
dude,
surf,
I really do. I mean,
you
I can
work,
continue to do this. I'm
cook
not,
dinner.
I
I
have
mean,
capacity to do a lot more work. Let's just leave it at that. So,
there you go.
yeah, I mean,
Johnny's asking you to fill his schedule with showings and appointments. So you had some fun showings over this
dude,
weekend. Just some
meeting
really
people
awesome
from the show.
people
Yeah,
from the
such
show.
a it's really a really different experience because, in the past I did a lot of generating from text messages. Maybe we'd have some meeting, but a lot of times I'd be like, "Hey, we're going to be on the island at this time. Can we meet and see a few?" And then that's the first time you'd really engage with these people. It's just very, very interesting how you could actually generate business that way.
And
And
now
then
they
just
know all about you. Quirks,
ah,
habits,
I mean, well,
language
they're
patterns.
they're they're kind of making the choice before they meet me, right? That's the whole
Yeah.
thing
They're
that
like,
this
"Ah, we
show
kind of like
does.
these guys." Or they're like, "Nope,
Yeah, they're a little
unsubscribe, get
goofy.
out of here, block these guys.
Right,
We don't
just
like them."
scroll. There's tons of
Find the
other
next one.
agents on YouTube. That's
Find the
it.
next one. Find the
Yeah.
next one. There it is.
And I mean, we don't have a ton of subscribers, but the few that we have really vibe with what we do. And, it's not easy to put your opinion out there, but man, I've been told that I'm opinionated. So I guess I
And you've
just
been
open
told
the
by our
mouth.
coach to be more opinionated and put it out
I,
there. So let's do it.
there we go. Let's see what's going on.
Let's do it. Hot list time. This is where we walk through active pending, rented, sold properties, just to kind of give you a baseline what's going on, give some talking points, try to hand select a few in and out for various purposes. So let's go ahead and take a look at those, shall we, Johnny?
Let's do it, Danny.
Starting off
Okay.
at Kihei Ali'ikai. So hotel zoned in Kihei, started out 735, almost a year on market, Johnny,
I
down to
know.
589.
And I do remember a year ago when it seemed like that was perceived market for Kihei Ikai, is they were
Yeah.
actually moving, and they were moving close to the sevens, if not. Man, I mean, that's kind of a busier kitchen, but it's definitely been updated, man.
Decent looking. Location is kind of rough. It's right
It
overlooking the road in the back of the complex.
so that's
So
it. You know, I was having this conversation with my clients, and this is the truth as well, is that there's different price patterns within one complex, and while it sometimes it is a deal compared to the others, but it's because it's in a challenged location, if I can say it that way. And what you have to have an understanding is that you'll always be selling similarly below what some of the other more desired units in the complex will sell for all the time. Like, for example, Mom's lot that I'm going to build on. I can't move it from backing up to the highway, right?
nope.
So in my head, I know even though I build a beautiful house, the one that would have been built similarly but interior of the neighborhood would have a higher value than mine. So that's just how you have to have an understanding of it.
It's a great point, and it's a hard one to understand once you get around to sell. You often
Yep.
are not thinking about that. You're just comparing apples to apples, oranges to oranges. You're like, hey, there's a one bedroom, ours is a one bedroom. It should be selling for the same price. There are some differences.
Righty. So had one that came out recently in the 800s right out the gates. I want to say 832 if I remember, like last week. And we've got this guy 22 days in saying, well, maybe I should drop my price a little bit. Now, I don't know if that one for 8 and change had a yard, but this one is not on the ground floor either. So, yeah. But man,
That one moved pretty quick.
Nice maintenance fees for a 3-bed.
Nice
663.
maintenance fees, Johnny. I was seeing something back in Minnesota. A bunch of realtors were going back and forth on the internet of talking like $500 a month for HOA fee was insane for Minnesota. And I was like, man, that's if you see 500 in Hawaii, you're like dancing for joy. That's a great number.
No
So
doubt.
things are different depending on where you are. And I guess for a lot of people looking at our market from outside our market, 600 seems crazy. But then when we show them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000, they're like, oh, okay, I guess it's not so bad.
There it is. Well, it's like Californians coming over here. They're the only ones that when I talk with them, like the taxes don't bother them because they're so similar to California. And I'm talking about the TVR taxes, right?
Yeah.
So perspective is everything. Harbor Lights.
Coming back to market with this one, 249. It is a popular rehab influencer, and it is gutted completely, everything redone, construction quality A plus.
He does a nice job, or she, or somebody.
With
Little
a bit of
view
an
there in the
ocean
D
view,
building. Yep.
corner unit. Nicely done. Most things are selling for about 199 right now, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get 249. But talk about crazy. I mean, Johnny, you have 2 bedrooms at Harbor Lights right now from 150 all the way to 340 and everything in between. It's 20 units available.
I think that it's the same in every single complex that moves. You're going to see that same thing. The person
All
wanting to
over the
sell
place.
is very clear. Whoa. The
And
Hua
this
Street.
one, kind of interesting, pretty rough, needs a full remodel.
Indeed.
And a lot of these we were seeing sell for high 8s, low 9s.
Yeah.
This
one
one
seems very aspirational for
came
the
out at $1
condition.
million without pictures.
Hit the map for me if you don't mind, real quick.
In
I'm
rough
curious about
pictures, so
one thing. So I got a
all kinds of
10,000.
strategies.
I got like a 9,000 plus square foot lot. Hit me with the satellite or the hybrid if you don't mind. I want to see if I can develop this property. The zoom in is, I want to see if you can figure out an Ohana on there. Or is there already an Ohana on there? There is.
I think that's garage.
Okay. So no Hana.
This kind of garage-ish
You got
structure.
little carport in the back there that's just begging to be closed in and turned into the Ohana.
There you go. That's what they're
Yep.
selling it off of. The
That's why
opportunity.
that's exactly where they've priced this. Is you could do this.
Just put a
I
wall.
don't see it. I don't
No
see it.
problem.
Nope.
Johnny Ma'alaya continues
Ma'alakai.
to sing and demand values. I
All the
mean,
money,
Ma'alaya Kai,
huh?
there was one that recently sold. This one, unit 220, 1,149,000. Beautiful oceanfront spot, all on one level.
Very calm there on Friday when I was showing you Ma'alaya.
Yeah,
It
see,
was
it's not always
not.
windy.
Yeah, it was not very windy. Yeah. So,
I mean, gotta say,
um,
$829 for maintenance fees on this one for
not
a
horrible, dude.
two-bedroom oceanfront with all the amenities, the pool, the barbecue, all the things. I mean, that seems like value.
And this seems aspirational to me.
It feels a bit aspirational, Johnny. I bet they get close to this, which is crazy, but that's just where things are at right now.
Okay.
One Johnny
God
at the
bless them.
Valley Isle.
They're making us look like a deal.
Next door listed for 560. This one's 635 because it's a corner unit, Johnny.
Yes, that's what they're
So
hoping
last
that
couple sales in this stack, 525, 550, 592. The 592 was crazy updated and remodeled. This
See, these
one
guys did
partially
updates, but
remodeled.
always with that tile of that they just can't seem to get rid of because it's
Nobody can
just
get rid of the
clean.
tile.
Not that particular. I see it so
I'll
much.
just keep the tile, no big deal. Just redo everything else.
And then carpet.
Yeah.
It's
got the
now,
split AC.
It's got
That's
the ductless
nice.
all over the place. So there's two of those, granted. But yeah.
635. We'll see about
Indeed.
that one. This one, Johnny, came off the market, expired listing about a week ago with a different agent. Hire a new agent, drop the price, $25,000. See if they can get it done. But I don't know. Ground floor on the parking lot, not hotel zoned.
I feel these will continue to drift.
They're going to continue to drift for sure.
You know, Maui Park Shore, the thing that it cannot overcome is just the way that it was built, and there's nothing they can do about it, but every view is of the parking lot.
It's a condo with a parking lot and then a road and another parking lot and then the ocean. So it's a triple whammy. And lots of heat coming off that parking lot. Here we go, Johnny. Another Harbor Lights. This one's interesting, 200,000. They originally started at 340 and have been coming down. Deal. Any offer. So
I mean,
nicely
people
remodeled.
they make them look gorgeous inside, man. They really do. It's just, you know, the comments we hear is like getting to my condo.
Yeah, not their favorite approach.
Well, a little adventurous
nicely
in
done up,
certain parts. Yep.
But we'll see. That one's been sitting for a while.
Once again, hotel zoned. Are they going to force us to go hotel zone now since we're using zones correctly now? I'm curious. Oh,
we don't see many of these.
Yeah, this is Luana
Gardens.
So, dude, trying to be the value prop here because most of these we're bringing in the fours. This is the newest portion of Honuakai, 2019 build, zero view. But they live as houses, right? We're looking at 2,000 feet. They are duplexes, so there is a shared wall, but you do get a garage. And, you know, if you want to live a little bit bigger, that's what these are. It's amazing to me the way that they sold so quickly, though, with like zero view, dude. None.
They sold like hotcakes on the original offering. I mean, looking out at the pool,
really did.
It feels very hotelish inside and in the pictures, but there you go. 3.6 million, 4,000 a month in your fees, 2,000 square feet, and that is Luana Gardens.
That's it. Hotel zone. If you wanted something big, Kahoma.
Across the street from where we were earlier, Johnny, Kahoma Village, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,000 square feet, 840.
Now, is this one of those attached or is this a detacher? Looks like it's got to be one of the attached row house ones, right? Yeah,
I think it is. So built in 18, bit of a yard.
People love this community because of the close proximity to Baby Beach. Just walk right across the street. If you're a longboarder and you like longboarding, this is the place for you.
So Hononanea or Kahoma Village, Johnny, what's your choice?
Man, so Hononanea wins. The advantage would be the garage. I mean, dude, you don't know how important a garage is until you don't have a garage. But Kahoma
either
Village,
to park or to store all your boards.
Yeah, well, my wife's gonna have to park outside. It's for the boards, Danny. But Kahoma Village location play, I mean, really cannot be beat. I love Mala. It's right across the street. It's where all the food is. Cruising Lahaina. I'm gonna say Kahoma. Location play.
Kahoma. Here we go. A couple of
Anuhea.
penders. This one took 300 days, Johnny.
Is it from the Girls at Town? Is it Nikki and those guys, or
No,
is this a
this
flip?
is a resale.
Wow. Yeah. Man.
300 days was a rental.
Roger
Came out
that.
at 1.45. Dropped it down to 1.249.
They had to have
Finally
picked it
got
up
an
for
offer.
2021. What'd they pick it up for? $1 million?
Let's see. Paid
No.
$1,000,003
No, so it's already flipped.
ago.
It flipped once before. What did it sell for brand new?
Brand
There we
new.
go.
910. So
there was a
910 sold it
strat.
for 1.3, got
There it
400
is.
out of it, and now these
That
guys
guy
tried
did
to
the flip.
These guys try to
There-
flip again, but
When you go the second time in a short period of time, it's so very difficult. But that
They're
is
losing
the
money.
new construction strategy flip right there. That guy won. Oh, Fairway Villas. Okay. 1,174. These guys still holding their own, Danny. I mean, I remember when they were all in the nines. So that's my perspective when I was holding
look at
that one
unit.
open.
That
This
is
one's
nicely
gorgeous.
remodeled.
This one, they did it all up for sure.
Full on, bit of an ocean view. Got some of that vaulted ceiling action.
Yep.
Makes sense, but still just takes time. 6 months on that one.
Olena Street. Here we go. Parkways. Yeah, man. These all need a bit of adjustment, don't they? Wow. Kind of a deal backing up to green space.
I mean, fascinating though. Like that other one, 1,450,000 dropped it down to 125. That's just your typical 1,500 square feet. This is 2,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms.
We're $5 a foot here, man. That's a lot of house for the money. That's
A
why I don't see
lot.
it on Lehua Street for $990 for the Nohana carport in the back. I don't see it.
This one got some views, got some yard space. That one seems a bit more of a deal. This one shocked me, Johnny. Paki Maui. This is an inside courtyard unit listed for $465, and dropped it down to 400. 118 days. Someone jumped on it. These a couple years ago were 290, 300, 310. Nobody would buy them. So I'm a little surprised to see 400, especially given that it's not hotel zoned and some of the recent things with Exhibit 2. Someone liked it.
We'll see what it closes for. And you know what? People buy when they can afford it, and it feels good for them.
And they want it.
Here's
I threw
rents.
these on there, little rentals, just to kind of see what's going on. This is Upcountry in Kula for a 2-bed, 1-bath, 720 square feet, $2,700 a month, Johnny.
Wowza.
And another one down in Kihei. This is a 2-1, a little bit bigger at 820 square feet for $3,200.
Attached Ohana, too.
So Ohana, $3,200 in Kihei, $2,700 Upcountry. And I just saw Kaimakani 3-bedroom for $4,000 a month.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a sweet looking unit too.
Sweet looking unit. So there gives you an idea of, maybe you just want to come check out Maui for 6 months. Go up country, go Kihei, just land somewhere for 6 months, maybe a year, and figure out if you like it or not.
Yeah, a lot of our rentals are fully furnished a lot of the time. So yeah, it can make sense.
Makes it easy. Just come on over.
There it is. Keavakapu views, Danny. What was 2.25? Drifted a little bit lower. Still couldn't pay that price. $1,950,000 cash. Take my money.
Got a little pool complex going on. Some updates.
It really is interesting. Like, so for me, Keonikai, like there's such similar roads or locations, Keonikai, Kilohana. But man, Kilohana, you drive around that neighborhood, you can just tell that you're in Wailea. Wider, you just feel it. The display is different.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Kapalua Ridge, Johnny, 2.195, 300 days. They got it for 1.5. That feels like a deal. Someone was done with that. What did they pay for it?
Oh,
Too long.
Go back. Hit it. Hit the realist. See if they showed on there.
We'll pop it in the realist. See what's up
here.
Or maybe load this baby up.
It's always so easy to say. Anyway.
So it looks like they bought it in 2011, Johnny. Guess how much?
I'm going to say 5 and change.
That's why
Man,
they had room to go down to 1.5. They wanted 2.2, but we'll take 1.5. We still make $1,000,001 on it in 10 years,
2011 was a distressed
15
market in
years.
Maui.
Yeah,
That's why.
that
Because I
was a
remember when in the 90s, those were bringing the fours, if I remember correctly.
distressed market. Someone jumped in. They got a heck of a deal in 2011. There you
Well
have it, the
played.
hot list for Monday and the
Ho.
rumor mill, the coconut wireless. You heard it live. Subscribe for more videos like this, the in-betweens, deal of the week. We break down different things about Maui real estate. If you find it helpful, hang out with us, share it with your friends. Until next time, ho ho.